Essex is Waverley Care Service for gay and bisexual men and all men who have sex with men. Gay and bisexual men experience many health inequalities throughout their life, from homophobia, biophobia, and judgmental attitudes around the relationships that they form. We know that in fact, over half of gay and bisexual men will experience some poor form of mental health, such as anxiety and depression, at some point in their life. There is a view in the mainstream that with the advent of same-sex marriage and equality legislation, we should be no worse off than any other group in society. And while, yes, legally we have more protections and rights, there are still many unique issues that particularly impact the mental health outcomes for gay and bisexual men. Despite the fact that mental health issues are so common in our community, many of us find it difficult to talk about mental health, or feel ashamed and stigmatised for doing so. At SX, we want that to change. This project asked men from our community to submit an image and a small piece of text that reflected their mental health or well-being in some way. We would then print their image using a technique known as cyanotype printing. This uses sunlight to develop an image similar to a shadow. This technique is unique to each day, as the sun has to be right and the quality really depends on how long you expose the image to the sunlight. We thought this technique was an interesting conversation starter, particularly around people's well-being. This also links in very well to how men struggle to discuss their mental health openly, and how much they really reveal about how they're feeling. The submissions have been really interesting snapshots into the lives of gay and bisexual men in our community, and seen the diverse range of individual memories, safe spaces, and small gestures which have made a real difference in their lives and their well-being. We hope from this project that we can begin a conversation that makes men in our community feel able to speak more openly about their experiences, but one that also brings their voices to life for this World's Mental Health Day.
Your words like bullets from a gun, cut deep and leave an infinity scar. Your word that you think will never stay, stain and poison the mind of that 8-year-old on the playground. They are feared by the 12-year-old in the canteen, and turn to tears of a 22-year's swollen eyes as he prays for the end of the pain. Your words stay forever like a promise broken. Their long-standing effect leave regret, the worries of letting people down. So I let them down when I cry, and they don't understand why. Your words cripple the abled and leave them vulnerable. They run like rivers with waves that cause disaster. Your words like bullets from a gun leave scars. Your words in ignorance take thoughts of the innocent and make someone like me think that I'll never be good enough. This little puppy is my past, present and future. Over lockdown, my family dog died, and I couldn't be with him to say a final goodbye. His death marked a closure for me. Reading James Herriot's book Dog Stories a few months later gave the advice: the best way to overcome the grief of a dog's death is to get another dog, immediately. So, here's the puppy I'm preparing to bring home in a couple of weeks. I keep imagining all the things I currently do, living alone in my flat with many houseplants, and how much fun and joy and chaos it'll be with a dog. Sitting on the sofa with puppy cuddles, making my breakfast with the dog to talk to, enjoying walking and running by the sea with this wee dog to keep me company. It feels like a turning point for the better, and I'm so proud to feel ready to welcome a dog home. Picture it. Friday night, central Edinburgh. Partner is home from a long shift at the local hospital. Cocktail time. We're able to put the stress of the week behind us and have quality time together over the weekend. The first picture I took in London after I finally understood that the most emotionally tumultuous period of my life was actually the catalyst to a happier, more settled future. There is a bench I know in a coastal town. I've only sat on it once, which was after a difficult few days. I found myself in this seaside town needing to relax. Something about the location of the bench, its view, and the sun that day made all my troubles dissolve. A picture of the bench surfaces in my mind when I need to relax or calm down. I promise myself I will return. This picture is not the exact bench. It's an image of one I found online of a similar bench in the same town. I don't even know if I'd find the bench again if I went back. It exists only in my mind as a powerful healing memory. This image reminds me of when I finished university and I was travelling abroad. I didn't have a place to be and I'd never felt so much freedom. I actually don't even know why. I never felt I belonged anywhere, so I was at peace. I didn't have any responsibilities. I just had me. Lockdown has been tough. I couldn't see my family in Portugal. I couldn't see my boyfriend. I was feeling so lonely and just about to give up. I was cleaning my cupboards and came across this box of coffee from home. It was like this little friendly reminder that things might look bad, but you can find a sense of home and security in unexpected places, even at the back of cupboards. My cat is one of the things that keeps me sane. I've gone from living with 2 other people to living alone away from my friends. Having him and his brother with me are the company I need to keep me functional. He makes me happy, he lifts me up. I make him happy, I lift him up. Crystals give him energy. He cleanses then to energize then. Spiritual healing, mental happiness. Some things are constant, and that's reassuring in a world of so much uncertainty and insecurity. It gives me sanctuary and reminds me of when I need it. This is my favourite space. When my brain gets too busy, anxiety through the roof, I sit here, put my music on and watch the water until everything else drifts away. Peace, life, and hope.